Yes? Okay. I got my earbuds in, so I I oh my God. So, all right. I need those stars. I got to mod somebody real quick, y'all. And we got to get the numbers up. So, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Hello. Well, what's happened? Like, listen, Friday the 13th, is TikTok going nuts or what tonight? Of course I'm on time. I'm always on time. Everyone's on their way. Who's okay? Yay! Hey, Brandy. Hey, everyone. I'm glad to see you all. Let's get this. Thank you for any gifts that you sent. They are super appreciated. Hi. I need my mod to come in here with the stars because these comments are going fast. I need to get that taken care of. Oh my God, Natalie. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need to get as many people in here as possible. I'm doing all right. So, obviously, this is a hard time, the holidays and stuff. So, hey, Trash. Danny in here? Hey, Danny. Okay, come on with the stars so I can get you taken care of. Otherwise, I'm just going to move on. Where's she at? Where? Oh, no, I see Danny, but I'm waiting for my other moderator, the person I need to mod. Because the comments are going so fast, I want to get that taken care of. Kara, can you message her and tell her to get in here and put the stars so I can do it? Who? Okay. Okay. Hold on, I got to get Kara.
All right, let
Okay,
me.
so I'm not going to let anybody in the boxes besides one more person. Where's a star? Okay. Hey, can you have a special guest coming? Um, and this person wants to talk and kind of there's not going to be any bad comments towards Danny. Okay. I'm not going to be any bad comments towards Danny. Okay. I'm lagging. You guys will get muted. We're not doing that. Everybody's got to be respectful to everybody in the chat. Period. The comments will be muted. We're not doing that. Everybody's got to be respectful to everybody in the chat. Period. The comments will. Okay. Well, I can't find her. Everyone has to be respectful. Everyone has to be respectful, or I don't care who you are. Hold on, I'm trying to get this taken care of. Damn it, I lost it. Jesus. Bye bye. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, I got it. Hold on a second, guys. All right. So, I have somebody who's going to come up and they want to talk about something and clear the air. I'm going to turn the comments off, and nobody's getting any boxes while this person is talking. And hold on a second. Now, because you guys are being, somebody turn the comments off, please. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. So I'm just waiting for them to join. Um, they want to come and talk and basically clear the air, and they want to come and talk and basically clear the air and get out from under something. So we'll just keep the comments off so we can keep it respectful, and I'm just not letting we'll just keep the comments off so we can keep it respectful, and I'm just not letting anyone. And when the comments go back on and stuff, we'll open some boxes and stuff later for people. We're gonna have some fun later on. Stuff. We'll open some boxes and stuff later for people. We're gonna have some fun later on. So um, I'm waiting for her to request. Can you please request the box? I have the comments off. You're safe in here with us. Um, it's fine. I promise you. No, just people are requesting that are not who I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
It's okay. Just take a couple of deep breaths. It's okay. I know it's overwhelming and it can be intimidating, but um, I promise that the comments would be off, and I promise that no one's getting in a box. Just the people that are sitting up here. Okay.
Okay.
Um, you know what you're doing is the right thing. It's the right thing to do. So remember all the stuff that I talked to you about earlier today, and
I
you're
know.
not going to be distracted by anything. Okay.
I just need a second. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, you sure? Are you good?
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, good. Um, I'll whenever you're ready, we'll just sit back here and I'll just
Okay.
sit here and listen. We're just gonna listen, okay? You take your time, whatever. You need to take a break, okay?
Okay. So I'm here to address one thing and only one thing. And this is not an attack on Gabby at all because that's not what I'm here to do. But I am here, which all of you already know anyway, that I did help Gabby with her cease and desist because I experienced some things that I thought were really terrible that were happening to her. I know everybody has their own view on her, and that's understandable, but I am not here to bash her, but say that I did help her get her cease and desist. I am responsible for that, and we helped her because I truly felt that she was in danger based on things that I saw. And as a mom and a grandma, knowing that she has a son, it was very disturbing to me. And that's why I helped her. And I'm taking accountability for that and letting everybody know that they were correct, that it was me. And I just wanted to take accountability for my part
Okay,
in the
but
situation.
okay.
Go ahead. You can
Uh,
ask me any questions you have.
I want you to tell them how that came about and like what we talked about today, like you know, just how it came about, the steps of it, what happened. It's everything we talked today, so we can get it out, so there's no
Yeah,
questions.
there were things that were happening to Gabby that I don't think are okay. It's one thing if you don't like somebody, but I saw threats that were occurring to not only her, but to her grandma and her grandma's home, and that's not okay.
I'm not letting anybody up, so stop requesting. Respect my wishes. I said we're gonna let her talk, and nobody's coming up. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Oh no, I can't ask you. Never mind.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
no, we
me?
can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. So I offered her my help, and my daughter and I sent the cease and desist to her, hoping that it would stop the threats because she was literally afraid for her home. After that, things were happening. I mean, I made that decision prior to these events, but somebody posted on Craigslist her address with a map to her home. And these were things that were being sent to her every day. Okay, threats to her, threats that they're going to burn her house down, they're going to burn her grandma's house down, all kinds of things. And because I cared about her, that's why I helped her. And I'm sorry if my thoughts are really scattered. I'm kind of going through a lot right now. So if there's something I'm missing, Angela, please just direct me to,
Yeah,
because I can't
yeah.
keep
That's
it straight right now.
I know it can be overwhelming. So I got a question. Did you so the thing I guess I want to ask you is like, did you what did you believe that Waffles and Brownie and them were doing this,
I thoroughly
or
believe that because,
because of what she said, right? Or
well,
I,
because, yes, and not only that, but because based on literally the constant, just nonstop harassment online from them, and not,
mhm,
you know what, I won't even get into that, but just the constant harassment, it definitely made it look bad. So there was multiple reasons that I
mhm.
thought it was them.
But
And
can we agree? Was there ever any proof? Right? There was never any proof that it was them.
no, no, I never received
Okay.
any physical proof that it was
Mhm,
them. I just, based on my own observation, felt that if it was anybody, that it was them because they were the ones that were constantly berating her and causing issues. I did say that I thought that there were many other people and that I didn't know even where to begin because there were so many, in my opinion. But
right.
those three were definitely the squeakiest wheels, in my opinion. And so that is why I thought what I thought. I didn't have physical proof from them because all of the numbers are, of course, are always like text-free apps. And no matter what, I don't agree with people harassing other people online, but it's not my world and it's not my internet. So
Right. Let's go back to her. Okay, you sent which one of you sent Gabby the copy of it? You got to explain that, explain about the letter heading, explain about the phone call, explain
my
about all that,
daughter,
and I think that'll wrap it up.
yeah, my daughter is a paralegal and
Mhm.
we offered to help with the letters because she has the legal knowledge, but the letters were sent to Gabby which you all already know because you already know that her address was on the return address, apparently, which I didn't, after they left me, I didn't know how they were being, you know, I knew obviously
Right.
she was going to send them out. And I requested my daughter's help, and it wasn't my daughter's fault because I'm the one that asked her to help because I really truly cared about her and I was worried about her and her kids and her son more than anything. And her elderly grandma, because no matter what, it is not our parents' fault what our grown children do. I have grown children. I have a son who's 35 years old, my oldest, and it wouldn't be my fault if he was running around doing stupid things on the internet or caused some problem with somebody else. That's not my responsibility. That's his responsibility. And so I asked my daughter, which was my own fault and my own mistake,
Okay.
to properly format the letter.
All right. So can you explain what you told me about the letter about, about that not being, about everything you told me about the letter, about the law firm
The law
not existing and all that stuff.
Yeah, we
No,
didn't use an
and
actual law firm because we weren't going to illegally use a law firm that was an active law firm. She does this for a living, so she knew the proper verbiage and used it. And what she did was not illegal. Anybody can send out a cease and desist. You can write one yourself and send it to somebody. It's a request for harassment to stop. It is not illegal in any way. I could write one right now and send it to my neighbor if he was harassing me. My daughter made the letterhead and chose a firm that was not, it was not anybody's firm.
I'm sure somebody's calling her now.
I did.
Are you back? You were paused for a minute, so.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was paused. I have a bunch of phone calls coming through from
Yeah.
my son, and like insurance companies are sending me texts. And
Okay, the last thing you said was that your daughter made the letterhead, that it was
it was a fake letterhead. Yes,
okay.
it was. And again, it was something that I asked my daughter to do to help, which in hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have involved her because
You're paused again. Shit.
I keep getting calls.
Maybe you should I don't know if you need to put it on do not disturb just for a couple
Yeah, can
minutes.
you give me
I don't
one
know if that would
second?
help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay, you're paused still. I don't know if you know that. Okay, you're paused still. I don't know if you know that. Or maybe she's putting on do not disturb. Lord.
Okay, I'm sorry. I turned them off.
Okay, so you ended with okay, so what you left on was so you don't have to keep telling us why you did it. You've told us that you felt bad for her. You were upset about the hate that you were seeing and stuff. We understand that. Um, we'll just like get to the facts so you can get this out.
I'm sorry for
You
the disturbances. My
don't
phone's just been
don't worry
going
about it.
crazy.
It's okay. It's okay. So you so it was the letterhead. Or anyway, basically, so okay, your daughter drafts up the letters,
Correct.
and then okay,
And then they were emailed to Gabby.
okay,
And from there, I assume that she sent them out to the people that they were intended for.
hmm okay. So you know that there's people that got them right, and that there wasn't. So you didn't. So you didn't have any. Did you have any addresses or anything like that? Like or that was all on her. Like you gave her the letter, and then she chose to send it.
Addresses. And so she had addresses, and I looked and I did confirm them.
Okay, so like that's what I'm saying. Like we
from the beginning.
Um, they weren't, I wouldn't, like, they weren't fictitious. They were legitimately written. And,
No, fictitious means fake name. You're creating a name.
oh, you mean for the law firm?
Right. She knew. Okay, let me just
I'm going to be
maybe
honest, I
reword it.
don't know that my daughter and her talked a lot about this situation. I don't know that she actually knew that. I don't know. And that's the honest to God truth.
okay. So let's okay. So then so the letter or you emailed that she copied it off. Apparently she mailed it off to those girls. Um, so far okay, and then the phone call. Let's get to that.
Um, which phone? I'm
So
sorry.
the phone call because obviously
Oh, okay. So
when they yeah.
that's
hmm
my daughter was working for a team of attorneys that did have a phone, not phone that was provided to my daughter for these types of issues to receive business calls on. And yes, we were going to, so the phone calls that were made did go through to that line.
It went to your daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
So that so when she answered
We had every intention
and
of helping her. If, like, before anything could have happened, there would have had to be IP addresses that were tracked, et cetera. That would have
mhm.
had to all been handled legally through the firm anyway. And that's what was going to happen had it proceeded. Because they
Okay,
do
but
have
wait,
ways of tracking those IP addresses.
right, I understand all that, but when your daughter answered the phone,
Mm-hmm.
she said she was representing a law firm that she worked for, and that
Well,
wasn't true,
that's correct.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so that wasn't true. So they were correct on that, and so basically she set up this fake appointment. None of that was true. That was just to carry on the.
Correct.
Now I want to ask you again: Are
Yeah.
did Gabby know that this was that they were not real C&Ds? I mean, your honest answer. Because
My honest
think about it. Yeah.
is that as far as not having the correct law firm on there,
hmm
um, I don't know if she knew or didn't know, to be honest. Like, I don't know if Tori told her that it wasn't the actual law firm. You know,
Okay.
we did speak about, like, the calls that were coming in, because there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls coming into the phone.
Okay, but you know that that Gabby accidentally shared a screenshot that is your
Correct.
guys' conversation. Accidentally shared a screenshot that is your
Correct.
guys' conversation. Remember, I told you about that.
Yeah.
So she was very aware. I mean, I want you to think about it. She had
Like
to be
my
aware.
my
Go ahead.
question is, after we
Aware. I mean, I want you to think about it. She had
like
to be aware.
my
Go ahead.
question is, after we went live explaining everything, not once did you guys have a conversation like to where Gabby said, "Why are they saying all of this? Is it possibly not real or nothing?" To for you guys to have to say, "Hey, listen, it's not real." So that's where my question and concern
It's just
is.
a little
After,
confusing.
yeah,
You're not being grilled. It's just a little confusing.
No,
yeah.
I totally understand. Um, she, so what, so you're asking me to she know that they were going to the phone number, that the calls were going to the phone number, and it was a fictitious?
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point she did. I'm
Okay.
sure.
Well, there's a. Okay. All right.
So
So let's
she
move
did,
on.
yes. She had, we were texting back and forth. She was upset because her mods were really upset with her for not telling her the situation. And I requested that Gabby not speak on any of it because we were getting her legal representation to handle the situation to help her.
Okay. Go ahead and go into that a little bit.
And things got leaked by her. I think she was feeling the pressure from everybody, and things got leaked to different people. And unfortunately, when things get leaked and you have an attorney, they can't represent you if things continuously are getting out that shouldn't be getting out and being sent to
So
other people.
so in that message when it said like when your daughter was saying yes, I was the one that answered the phone or whatever that that message said. Monique, what exactly did that message say that she accidentally sent you?
Yeah, because there's
About it was about answering the phone call, and it was, oh, that was you that answered, and then she was laughing about it and said, yes, that was me.
okay. So then I guess she didn't know until that point.
Okay.
And mind you,
Okay.
this has been going on for a long time, and I'm trying to answer the questions to the best of my knowledge and what I remember.
No, we get
Okay.
that. We understand.
And but I also I'm not even thinking straight right now. I'm going through a really, really hard time, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but because of that, I'm having a hard time remembering everything. But I
Okay.
also don't want anyone to think that I'm here to bash Gabby in any way, because I'm not.
I mean, that's not the least of the. Let me. I'm going to interrupt. We talked today. This.
Yeah.
I'm going to remind you again, Patriot, that this is about you being accountable for your part. You
That's
telling
why
people
I'm
the
here.
truth, and that's all that matters. It's not. You don't have to keep saying that about Gabby. Whatever. This is it. It involved you. It involved your daughter. It involved some other people, and people deserve to know the truth.
They do
You
deserve
deserve
to
to get
know,
the truth.
and
you
that's why
you
I'm here.
deserve to get the yes, and you deserve to come clean and get and get the truth out there. So I mean, people deserve to hear the truth about this. And yeah, the stakes were made. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. But let's just like it. Gabby is the last concern about this. This is your time to talk about whatever. Like I know you're doing it to clear the air and tell the truth. I mean, that's so stand on that. You need to
I
be
am.
strong and stand on that.
I
You
am.
know, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Absolutely. And I'm here to do
Okay.
that, or I wouldn't be here,
Okay.
because I can tell you this is the worst possible timing
I
for this
I
to
know.
happen,
I know it is.
for me to be
I
here
know it
right
is.
now and to say anything. But I'm here for a reason, because I'm taking accountability for my actions and
Right.
my part in the situation. And that's what I'm doing. And I apologize to anybody that was hurt or um, upset. I don't even know what other term to use, but I definitely didn't want it to turn into an entire shit show, to be
Right.
completely.
Well, I'm going to interrupt with this. That Gabby said that the law firm sent out the C&D. So, like, Gabby had to know. Gabby had to know everything that you guys knew, and that doesn't. I mean, that's not changing anything or making anything. Whatever. There's just no way that she didn't know. If you understand where I'm coming from, the things that she said, just like you said, the things that were leaked that she was sharing with people, and that you know what I mean. She had to know, and whether she flat out said that or not, obviously I know that your
There was
daughter and her
never a
had
discussion
conversations.
that was flat
Yeah,
out. You know what I'm saying? Like, never at
Right.
any point did she say, I know, or it was just never that, it was just never discussed either way. The
Okay.
intent
But we could,
was for everybody to maybe just stop harassing her, especially leaking her address, etc.,
mhm.
which was leaked multiple times. She's been doxxed multiple times. And I know that to be a fact. And that's, I mean, I have too now. And that's okay. You know, if that's, but that, it was the intention for that to stop, especially with her with Cam and then her mom.
Okay. So then what you said was that, that there was, obviously an attorney that was tied that you guys know, whatever, through you or your daughter or whatever, that was actually going to try to help her, but basically she didn't listen.
Well, basically, too much information was given to other people, so it compromised the case.
And the
Period.
case would be to get people to stop talking about her.
To stop harassing and leaking her address, etc. Yes. To stop the harassment. Cyberbullying and harassment. That's what the case was going to be, and she was going to get she was going to be represented by an attorney in her case.
Okay. Now, you know that when that address, who got the address for Waffles?
Um, I think it was a collective effort amongst somebody gave it to Gabby, and then I looked it up to confirm it. I looked up
But you
everything to confirm them.
Right, but you understand that that was addressed to her grandmother that is
I did
deceased.
not know because I was not. I did not know her actual name,
Okay.
so no, I did not know that. I had no idea that it was her grandma. I would never send something to somebody's grandma. I was told that that was her name.
Yeah, because that was kind of rough.
I was told that that was her name.
Yeah, because that was kind of rough.
Yeah, that's
Um,
terribly rough. And I listen, if I was protecting Gabby's grandma, I wouldn't hurt somebody else's grandma. Do you understand? Like,
right.
that's not ever my intention.
Knowingly,
I don't
knowingly do it.
knowingly, I wouldn't knowingly hurt anyone in this world. That is just not who I am. I'm not.
Okay. So let's basically, it's a first step of basically telling someone to be quiet, that the things that they're saying are like, if they're addressing things that aren't true or, things like that. C and D.
Stop speaking on the person.
Right, but harassment and stalking is different than speaking on someone,
Um,
right?
correct.
Okay. So now what I'm speaking on someone,
Um,
right?
correct.
Okay. So now what I'm trying to get to is that I feel like there was kind of a huge mistake there was no proof, huge mistake there was no proof that there's never been any proof that yes Waffles and Brownie and Find Out in them, they would go proof that yes Waffles and Brownie and Find Out in them, they would go live and talk and speak on Gabby and post videos and all that, but has there's been no proof that those girls are but has there's been no proof that those girls are stalking and harassing Gabby.
Well, they were on
Can we
live.
agree on that? Well, yeah, like maybe requesting a box or whatever like that. But
They've been
also
on live
Gabby.
many lives about Gabby, saying
Okay.
that they were going to wipe their asses with the cease and desist, all kinds of things. Okay, and so
Well,
there is
respectfully,
proof that they're
wouldn't you be
harassing
kind
her.
of pissed if you received one too? You know what I mean? It's like,
They
and
were coming in
going,
her chat saying things. So
Right. Yeah.
there
Well,
is,
so here's the thing. Gabby also could block them, right? They're not blocked. You understand? That's kind of It's kind of weird, but we're not going to get in into all that. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I hope that a less like I know that you learned a lesson here, but I want to tell you something, and you didn't, like you told me earlier, you didn't know that she had already tried to do this to like Shay and them. What you have to understand is that she's trying to make people,
I don't know these people. Like, I was not
yeah,
around for any of that. I
right,
don't know anything about Shay. I don't even know.
hmm
There were multiple times I was having to even ask who the current or past people, like, who are these people? I don't even, especially when I started
right.
getting messages. I don't know what happened previous to me.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that regardless if anyone agrees with what they do when they hold their lives or the things that they say about Gabby or the arguments or whatever back and forth, it takes there's always both. Gabby's not innocent in those situations, but what I'm saying is that it is to try to make people take a fall for something when there is no proof of them doing something.
Well,
Do you understand what I'm saying? That is,
I understand what you're saying, but
mm-hmm,
they should be accountable for the things that they were doing, which was coming into her chat and harassing
mm-hmm,
her. That you should be accountable for that. And you shouldn't do it anyway. It's just a horrible way to treat people.
Okay,
And
but
it's
Patriot, can I interrupt you respectfully for a second?
you can.
Okay, all of them would be blocked. I was only around for 3 months. I have not been around 3, 4 years as long as she's been on the internet. But one thing I did notice is that's what she would do. She would let them in. Okay, so if you don't want that, you do everything to protect yourself, right?
I, I would assume that you would. Yeah. I
Right.
personally, and I have said this to her because I don't want her to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And I said myself, if it were me, and I said this in my live, somebody asked me if this was you and your family, what would you do? And I said very clearly, I would leave the internet. I would not ever in my life want my family threatened, but that's not my decision, what she does on her platform. It's
Right.
not my decision. When it comes to, I, I'll tell you, I had photos of my grandkids on social media and it was public. And I regret, like, as a parent, grandparent, you're excited you share your kids make huge mistakes. So I've learned a whole lot of lessons throughout this process that I personally, on my own platform and in my life, would not do. Else's decisions. I can't.
okay. What I want to get back to is that, and this is important because this is what I don't, I,
I
okay, you have control over that. You see what I'm doing. You know
well,
what I'm not saying what people, I don't,
I think people
I
got
understand where you're coming from.
blocked because there was, and this is anybody can Google this. I know everybody's like, oh, 10,000 people, 1,000 people, 5,000 people. TikTok only allows you to block 100 people. And that is, you can confirm that by Googling it yourself. You don't have to believe me. But there were, and that is, you can confirm that by Googling it yourself. You don't have to believe me. But there were so many people harassing her that
No, I,
people were getting unblocked and reblocked and unblocked and reblocked. It was continuous and nonstop.
no, I,
People were getting unblocked and reblocked and unblocked and reblocked. It was continuous and nonstop. And it did absolutely no good.
right.
So
Okay. Um, okay. So, all right. So, all right. We'll move on from that because I mean, that's, okay. So, all right. So, all right. We'll move on from that because I mean, that's
I mean,
neither
I
here nor there.
personally would have made sure that those names were blocked. And I did block those names myself personally multiple times. Were blocked. And I did block those names myself personally multiple times. And then they would be,
And then they would be unblocked. Yeah, I know what it's like to be a mod for her, honey.
and then they would be,
And then they would be unblocked. Yeah, I know what it's like to be a mod for her, honey. I did it for a year. I
and
know.
it was sometimes a matter of having somebody that was modded that unblocked them. I know that happened.
Honey,
But I
Well,
don't.
No,
I hardly,
there was
there's
never
never
a
bad
bad
mods.
mod unblocking
It's them doing it.
people that the main people that she would want blocked.
Mhm.
There's no. That is she's been
No,
spewing that for the longest time. It's because she
right.
does it. Just she needs to make all the mods think that there's a bad mod doing it.
It's
Well,
either
I
her
was
or
never
Aaron.
a
Okay,
bad mom, I'll tell you that. And I
yeah,
just
they
my
that
best.
right. Okay, I understand. I feel like I said, just because there's this narrative that Gabby goes by, okay, and that if you speak the truth, it's attacking and bullying. It's not, Jen. It's not. So speaking the truth is just as simple as that, as speaking the truth. Okay, bullying and harassment is, obviously saying horrible things, or whatever, and not
Oh,
leaving
right.
someone alone. We know all that. That's what that is. So what you're doing right now, I know you're hesitant to say certain things, but you're not. It's not an attack on Gabby. It's not a, this is just the truth, and you're involved in this. And another thing I just want to say, when Gabby got on this platform and accused me and another mod of trying to endanger her life and her kid's life and doxing her kid's school and all, and I know you weren't around for that. Those were she she was trying to she was making she she was making accusations that weren't true, okay, and trying to make somebody take the fall for things, and that's what's going on, trying to make somebody take the fall for things, and that's what's going on here. Yes, okay, this is what I'm saying. Brownie, Waffles, and them, they had their lives, they said their shit, they didn't hide that, right?
Right.
I There was never any proof that lives, they said their shit, they didn't hide that, right?
Right.
There was never any proof and if there is proof, it'll come out, right? If they did something, it'll come out, right? But nobody has ever seen any proof that those come out, right? If they did something, it'll come out, right? But nobody has ever seen any proof that those girls made the Craigslist list, that made that ad, that did those things about those, like you said, all those messages come in on fake accounts, right? The
Yeah.
only way to get proof on that would be, right, if, like you said, IP addresses, all that stuff, right?
Correct. But
Okay.
but the lawyer, I'm going to tell you this, the actual attorney said she did have a case because they were coming into her lives and they were saying terrible things. And that is called cyberbullying and there are
Yeah.
laws. Okay? And so the attorney wouldn't have agreed to take her case originally had there not been a case because attorneys won't even waste their time.
Okay.
Okay, and can we agree that the headline name of the attorney's office that was on those letters was nowhere near the name of the actual attorney you guys were trying to get her help with?
Yes, I've already said that. Yeah.
Okay,
It
Okay.
was
just
not
Yeah.
confirming.
the actual attorney. No.
Right.
No, because at that
Um,
point we hoped that the cease and desist would stop the harassment and that it would go no further. Nobody, including I'm sure Gabby, nobody wants to have to go through litigation in court with anybody. So I think that the hope was that it would stop and then it would not go any further unless need be. But that's not what happened. So, but I will say, and I will stand on 10 toes with my chest out and say that the attorney, and not just one attorney, but multiple attorneys that were in the firm said that she did have a case based on what they were doing coming into her chat and constantly harassing her in her own chat. So,
what did they have any advice for her? Like, block them, or I mean, did they have? Do you know if they? I mean,
I know that the advice was to not speak
be
on it,
quiet.
period. And that was that. Like, do not speak, do not engage, do not speak on it,
Right. Okay.
which would be given
Well,
to anybody
Wait,
in
and
litigation.
and those were attorneys that didn't take her case, just told her she had one. That would give her that advice?
They gave her advice, and the reason that the case did not move forward is because there were things that compromised the case.
so like you had a consultation basically, in like a It just never moved forward into anything. Like, no, it never moved forward. Okay. So it was basically like they just had a meeting or talked or whatever, and
Yes, we
that
had
was
a
that.
phone.
Okay. On the
Correct.
phone, right. Okay. But nothing, so nothing went forward after that because of, well, basically, like, yeah, she didn't listen. She was sending stuff out
It's
and
go
compromising the
of
case.
right.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Somebody's
a
calling.
mess. It's a,
Okay, so
It
I
is.
just I want to rewind a little bit. I do have okay, so
It is.
I want to rewind a little bit. I do have a question. In regards to what you said about Gabby saying that her mods were trying to get information from her. That's what she told you?
Call coming through from the garbage company. I have to just take it for 1 second and see what they need,
go ahead.
okay? I will be
Okay.
right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
Now, people are saying that we're lagging really bad.
I don't know what to do about that. Tap the screen. It's not. Whew.
Now, people are saying that we're lagging really bad.
I don't know what to do about that. Tap the screen. It's not lagging on my end, so I don't know what that means. Can you guys like go out and come back in?
I don't know, somebody
It's not lagging on my end.
I don't know, somebody
Can you guys like go out and come back in?
I don't know, somebody message me and tell me if we're still lagging.
I got the message too. I got the message too.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Danny wants a box, but I
Where
think
is she?
I just want to tell you guys that I have an agreement with Jen, and I'm gonna I have to stick. It just lags every now and then. Okay, you're buffering really bad. Damn. Hold on. Let me.
Don't worry, you guys, the
Um, I I had just keep tapping the screen. I guess I don't know what else to do. Do I need to reset? Somebody text me. Oh, okay. I'm fine on. Okay, so I'm fine on some people's end. This happened in another. Oh, okay. I'm fine on. Okay, so I'm fine on some people's end. This happened in another live I was in last night. But I have an agreement with Jen that I'm not letting anybody up in the box while she's talking. With Jen that I'm not letting anybody up in the box while she's talking, and after that, that's just I'm gonna keep
no, people are saying it's good now.
with her.
What about how would she feel about Danny coming in the box?
There's just people that were approved to be in the box. I'll just have to wait till she comes back, but I'm not gonna try to. I don't know. Let's see if she comes back and we'll talk. There she is. Okay. Uh, but let's. Well, how about I don't know. Is she coming? Is it just buffering in her box for you guys?
No.
Is she there?
She's there, but she's muted. She might not know
Oh,
she's
okay.
muted.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kept trying to connect and it wasn't letting me connect. I don't know
Okay.
why. But I'm at, like I said, I'm at a hotel, and so the internet, because I'm on a higher floor, is kind of shitty.
Um. So, so Danny is. This is up to you. Danny's asking for a box. I don't. I'm assuming she might have something to say to you. She will get dropped if she's disrespectful. You know what I mean?
I
No,
really don't
no,
know. I'm
Monique, let
really,
Brandy back up here. That's a mod.
I
Um.
don't know
th-
that I really feel comfortable with that because
okay.
every time people approach me, it's been attacking me,
Oh
and I
shoot,
don't.
my bad. My bad. I thought they accidentally got up there.
No, Brandy requests again. Oh, it's up to you. I made an agreement with you. I'm sticking with it. I just saw that she requested, so I'm just asking you if you're okay with that. Um, that's up to you. You don't feel comfortable, that's fine.
What did I mean?
I don't know what she wants, but she just was requesting. I'm assuming that she wants to talk to you, and uh, but I don't know. if you're not, it's fine. Don't, Jen, it's fine. If you don't want her up here, it's fine.
I mean, it's
Like
fine. If we're gonna like, she's gonna start arguing. I'm not. I just can't do it. So
well, how about we just,
you can let her up, but I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm just not.
well, I kind of feel like if I let her up and I'm not letting other people up, that wouldn't be fair. So
Yeah, but
I'm only letting my mods up.
that's Danny's sister, so I don't think she's going to be rude.
Okay.
I don't think she's going to
Okay.
yell.
Yeah, I don't think Danny's gonna come at you any, sideways. She probably just has some honest questions.
Brandy, request again. Okay,
Hello.
Danny,
Hi.
behave yourself. Behave yourself. I'm serious. Don't make me regret this.
No,
Like we're trying to move forward here, right? So
yeah, listen, I've been watching the whole entire thing, and Patriot, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm going to want to have a civil conversation, be respectful as best as I possibly can, okay? This is very mind blowing. This is sick. Very sick that my sister did this. I'm absolutely terrified of what could happen to my sister because I try to help her, and I know that you love her, Patriot. I know you love that little boy. That's my nephew that we're talking about. Gabby has been through a lot. I'm not going to argue with you on that. She has been doxxed. She has been threatened. She has been through hell and back, but she has done this on her own shit. This is all because of what she is doing. Now, my question is to you is that I really want you to tell me the truth. And I want you to tell me the truth, please. Please tell everybody that you never ever worked for Prairie Station Pub.
I did work for Prairie Station. I'm not going to tell you a lie. I worked there.
That's fine. Okay, so whatever. It is what it is. So whatever. If that's what you say you want to say, then that's fine. I'm just saying. Okay.
Danny,
What?
All right, Danny, calm down, Danny.
I'm just very shocked to hear all of this evidence. I'm very shocked. I'm very
I know.
I
I know.
I'm not.
appreciate I appreciate you holding yourself accountable,
Yes.
coming on this platform and admitting your wrongs. That's very brave of you. That's very, commendable for you. And I appreciate you because I love people who take accountability and learn from it and move on and better themselves. And I hope you make this change a better way and a better positive outlook, Patriot. And I hope that you don't ever do this again. The internet is forever, and I want you to understand that. And I tried telling my sister this, but she wouldn't listen to me. And I pray every night for you, Patriot, and for all the other people that are going through this, that you guys learn this isn't right. You know what I'm saying? There's a right way and there's a wrong way to do it. And I just believe that everything that's going on was absolutely wrong. And I really, really hope that you learn from this and move on to being a better person and you move on by learning what you did was wrong. And I'm very proud of you for holding yourself accountable and doing this in front of 1.1K. That's very, very commendable for you. But am I disappointed? Absolutely. This is my sister we're talking about who can get some.
But I also was trying to help your sister because I cared about her. I didn't do it to be malicious.
Patriot, can I ask you a question? If you loved my sister, if you loved her, why would you drag this on to hurt her more?
Why would
This-
I
this
drag
would hurt.
them?
What I mean, this
Yeah,
could hurt her.
Danny,
What?
Danny, I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Not. Why would I drag
Just-
it on?
Just take a breath. Just let me mute you for a minute.
I think what she's trying to say is that
Yeah.
she already told you she knows that you love her sister and her nephew, and she appreciates you for that. But right now, right away, like come out and say, that all this instead of dragging it on, knowing the hate she's getting for this long. You know what I mean? It dragged out so long,
But
and
she was
everybody
also
knew.
filing a court case against
She,
them herself. So
yeah, but
the
she didn't do that till after the cease and desist. She
but
went down
that's
to the
the first step
courthouse.
of the process.
She went down to the courthouse in a panic after it came out that those.
Process.
She went down to the courthouse in a panic after it came out that those were fake cease and desist. They were
She
not
was
valid.
she was doing that anyway.
Yeah, that is honestly
I
that makes.
understand.
She was doing that anyway.
Yeah, that is honestly
I
that makes.
understand. She was planning to
Yeah.
do that, but she didn't take the action to do it. If you watched our mod live, we explained. If you watched our mod live, We explained everything that happened. We didn't come after her for information. We already had all the information.
But I
We just
helped
wanted,
her until she could get to the courthouse. That was the plan.
right, I get it. I get it. But I'm
So it
I'm just trying
wasn't
to
that.
explain. I think that's where Danny's getting at. Like it's been some time since those cease and desist came out. I think she was just saying,
And
why
I
let it
also
drag this
told
long for the hate if she knows you love her,
why
but
because first of all, I told her from the beginning, Gabby, that everybody know that I did it because I was not going to hide that I helped her. I told her that from the beginning. And when she went and filed the, but apparently there's been an issue with the court because she filed the first and I didn't, but there was an issue supposedly with them not being served. And so then it had to be refiled again to make sure that they received their paperwork in order to attend their court date. That was the whole issue.
Okay, Patriot, can
Yes.
you drop down and come right back? Or Jen, I'm sorry. Can you drop down and come right back because it's lagging.
Okay.
Can you do that? Can you drop down and can we
Can you
try
drop
that? And
me? Because I don't even know how to. I
can
like
someone drop
maybe.
her and then can someone unmute Danny too? Because I just tried to and I don't know what I did, but it said there we go. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like I'm not sure what's going on with the lagging guys. I don't really know what else to do about it, but we'll try. Well, now she's muted again. Danny is. I don't know.
All right, I'm here.
Let's
I'm
see.
sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to unmute you a couple. I don't know. I don't know what
No,
I'm doing here.
no, I don't
What?
want to cause any more like problems or anything.
Okay.
I'm just very disappointed and I'm very hurt by the things that I've been hearing lately. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry for everybody in the chat who tried to tell me this in the beginning and I didn't listen to y'all. I'm sorry. I should have.
Yeah.
And I was blinded by the truth. And I'm really sorry. And I hope that you guys can forgive me because you guys were all correct and I was completely wrong. And I want to hold myself accountable for telling you guys all that it's bullshit, it's true, it's all this and that. I got shown whatever the case may be, and I don't really know these things. And
Not
now
your
it's
fault.
Yeah.
It was true that she was taking legal action. So it's not really anybody. It's not your fault because it was true. It hasn't. She hasn't had a court date. So you didn't know that,
no,
and
I had no idea. And Gabby said she sent me proof. She's like, she sent me the C's and D's. She goes, you know these people, but I can't tell you, Danny. I'm like, who it is? This person that works for Prairie Station Pub. Her daughter and everything. I'm like, Gabby, what is going on? Just talk to me. Like, tell me what the hell is going on.
she was
You know,
doing that to protect me because I asked her. I said I will help you, but I don't need all of the grief from everybody because she was afraid for her life, and I don't blame her for being afraid. If I got
okay, so Pedro, can I ask you a question? If somebody says to you that, "Oh well, I'm scared for my life," then why do you keep putting your son and plastered on the platform and keep going live every single day and putting your life out there and putting your life out there if her life is in danger? That doesn't make no sense. Like I'm gonna tell you something. If this was vice versa and Enzo was in danger or they were trying to call, animal control,
What?
I would have gone off the app because my boy means more than me. And what hurts me the most is as my sister is that she puts TikTok first instead of her own son. And I hate to say it, I do, but God help me, Lord have mercy. But the truth is the truth, and I'm very hurt because when I asked her, Patreon, I said, "Who do you care the most?" Because when I asked her, Patreon, I said, "Who do you care the most?" She couldn't even give me a straight answer. I said, "Is it TikTok or that boy, Gabby?" You know what she said? She didn't give me an answer, and right there told me that you want TikTok. She said she didn't give me an answer, and right there told me that you want TikTok more than your own son. You have a beautiful
a
family.
financial
You have a
issue.
house and everything. And she lets all these people control her and
Okay.
use her platform. I just think it's sad. I think it's very sad, and
Okay.
this is all wrong. So,
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I just
Anything?
know that I believe it may be a financial issue, and that's why she stays on. She needs the income, is what I'm told.
Okay, but
All right, Danny,
okay.
I am not letting other people up here. So I'll
I'm
let you
sorry.
up here. She said it was okay, but we're gonna get back to this. I'm gonna open the boxes after we're done. We're done talking with her, and
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
welcome to come back up then. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Okay. Um. So we'll get back to everything. Um. So I think mistakes were made, and it was messed up, and I'm glad that you came on here and told the truth, and
I just
just
want
kind
it's telling me they're afraid. Okay, as a mother, as a grandma, I did what I thought in my heart was the best thing, and I don't regret being having a big heart and being a good person. I don't regret that. I do
of okay.
regret that things turned out the way they turned out.
You How do you feel about it now? Like, how do you looking back? Can you
In
guys
all
hear me?
honesty, because of everything personally, I wouldn't do it twice. Mean any harm to anybody, but I don't regret doing a good thing for somebody. I don't. I just regret that it was handled the way it was handled.
Send out a valid C&D.
Yeah.
You can have an attorney do that. You just have to pay them. Like I sent her a valid C&D. She was served a knock on her door. So see, like I sent her a valid C&D. She was served a knock on her door. So see, that's why I'm saying like I think when you come out with your truth and you come out with your accountability, take accountability for what you did. You said that you wouldn't do that again. Out with your truth and you come out with your accountability, take accountability for what you did. You said that you wouldn't do that again. What I'm hearing from you is that you were trying to stand up for her. Oh, you're paused again. Oh boy. Her. Oh, you're paused again. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to at some point open these
I'm
boxes.
sorry, my son is texting. My son is texting me.
I'm gonna have to at some point open these
I'm
boxes.
sorry, my son is texting. My son is texting me from my house because he's grabbing clothing for me because
Okay.
I can't. So if you can just give me him, I'm really
Sure.
sorry, guys. I don't
No, you're fine.
interrupt. I just I can't. So if you can just give me him, I'm really
Sure.
sorry, guys. I don't
No, you're fine.
interrupt. I just have to answer him. Hold on a second.
I don't know, Monique or Kara, if you have any questions for her about this situation. Um, I mean, do you guys have anything that you want to ask her or when she comes back, so we can
I'm
move on to the next part?
I was just having him pick me up clothes because when we left in a hurry and I didn't get things that I needed. But I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
No, it's okay. No, I'm trying to think. Um, as far as I know, you're taking accountability. Um, but as far as your daughter, does she plan on taking any accountability to it?
Well, my daughter, in all honesty, Monique, she did it for me. So I don't feel she did it because I asked her to. Because I asked her to do it. Otherwise, my daughter never even went on TikTok. She just, it wasn't, she's in school full time. She works full time.
Hmm.
Like she doesn't, she got involved because I asked her to. So it's my
Okay. So
Yeah.
they're not the best friends that Gabby claims that they are.
I mean, she has always answered she has been very friendly to Gabby. You know, if Gabby calls her and has questions and needed her help, yeah, she did talk to her and we were all friends basically, but Tori doesn't have the kind of time that I have. And Tori knew nothing about any of it until I went to her and asked her for help. It was me
Okay.
that went to her and
Uh,
asked her for help. So
Okay.
I was just asking because she was on live with Gabby the other day and
yeah,
said, yeah, we talked for hours on the phone laughing about all you haters. So I was just curious if that was truth, if
I
they're that
think
close
that
like that.
I think that Tori doesn't have. I'm not going to say that they aren't friends because I'm sure they have become friends throughout all of this. But what I can tell you is that she doesn't have the kind of time, nor did she even go on TikTok prior to this. For like, she just wasn't on TikTok. She's not on social media at all very much. Like, she just doesn't have time, between working full time and going to school full time. If
Right.
anything, she would scroll at night, maybe going to bed or something like that. But I know that Gabby and her did have a lot of communication over the
Yeah.
past couple of months because I don't have the legal knowledge to advise her. Where my daughter did have, so I know she asked her questions, so they would talk in that aspect, absolutely. But I don't know that my daughter she doesn't talk to me for hours. So I think that she was probably saying that to defend Gabby and to, because she cared about the situation. I don't think
Right.
hours per day were spent on the phone with anybody. She doesn't have hours per day to spend on the phone with anyone.
So, I mean, basically what you're saying is like, kind of like you came in, you didn't know a lot about what was going on. You didn't know what happened to me. You didn't know what happened to the other mods, what Gabby did to us. Everybody thinks that, there's a narrative out there that the mods turned on her. That's not true. But
Well, maybe
anyway,
that's
like,
what I was told. And my daughter knew nothing other than when I asked, and that was a long time after I started coming in there. Not a long, long time, but at least a couple months. And but she never went into Gabby's live prior to that, is what I'm saying, until I asked her.
okay.
Can I ask a question? How long have you known Gabby?
I knew them like not on a personal like friend level, but I
Okay.
knew them when they lived in Hanover Park. I owned a house there for 22 years.
Okay.
So I worked at a like very it was one of the only gas stations that were in Hanover Park. I used to work there overnight because my daughter had epilepsy. And so the only time stations that were in Hanover Park, I used to work there overnight because my daughter had epilepsy. And so the only time that I could work was at night when she was asleep. And so I used to see them at the gas station. I used to see them at the bar. I worked at the bar for a few months, but the see them at the gas station. I used to see them at the bar. I worked at the bar for a few months, but the schedule just was never lining up with what I needed because I couldn't work until I got my kids. I have 5 kids. They're grown now, but work until I got my kids. I have 5 kids. They're grown now, but I had to do homework, cook dinner, and all of those things. And the schedule it wasn't good for me at the bar. But so I've known them for years. It wasn't good for me at the bar. But so I've known them for years. But like I was telling Angela earlier, I scrolled into her live through my FYP one day and I recognized her, but I couldn't place where I knew her from. You know how when you see somebody and you're like, and then she had been saying she lived in Florida. So I'm like, well, how the hell do I know her? She's so familiar. And then I finally put two and two together. That's how I ended up finding her again. Like I didn't follow her until I scrolled into her FYP through my FYP and remembered how I knew her.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
And then
my
that
fault.
kind of, yeah. And then things went from there.
Yeah.
How long have you been watching her on TikTok?
So what's this? I want to say probably like I don't want to say something and then I'm
No,
wrong.
yeah.
Probably like 6 months. Like I remember seeing you in there all the time. I remember Monique coming and going. Like she had said she wasn't going to mod anymore, and then she was back. And like I was seeing things. It's at least 6 months.
Okay.
So the falling out with me and Gabby, that whole thing about her, the stuff that she said about me online and all those things, that all happened in September, the
Okay.
beginning of September.
And the truth is I didn't start like hanging out in there all the time until I was modding. So I would scroll in, but like I take care of my
Okay,
kids
yeah,
full time. So, I'm sure there was a whole lot that I would pop in the morning while I was drinking my coffee, getting ready for the day, but I had to take care of him. I have a 20-year-old son who's autistic, so I had him at home. Um, and I also babysit for my other grandkids, like at least once a week. And so I would scroll in, pop in, stay for a few minutes, leave, but I didn't know any of the extenuating circumstances that were occurring.
right.
I would sit in there for a few minutes when I could, but I didn't have all day to sit in there really. And then when I started modding and I was in there all the time, even that was hard. And I would never make the morning lives after a while because when the time changed, the baby started getting up at a different time, and it was just always started getting up at a different time, and it was just always like a reason that I couldn't be in there. And honestly, I would sleep till 9 or 9:30, and she would be on, because of the time difference, she would be online long before I even got up half the time.
Yeah.
So if I can ask, essentially, how long was it until she modded you? If you weren't in there that often, did you reach out to her and just say, "Hey, I think I can help you"? Or like, how did you become a mod
I think
if
it
you
was
were
one
barely in there?
I think it was one I know that my grandson was with his mother for a couple of days, and because my son has custody of my grandson. And so my grandson was with his mother for a couple of days. And I remember, I believe it was because her chat was like unruly as hell one day, and nobody was in there. I don't remember you being in there or anybody else, but I said it in the chat, like, if you need help modding, mod me. And it was that simple.
Yeah, I think probably everybody was gone at that point.
And
Maybe.
that's
I
how I
don't know.
started modding. And I
Um,
did my best to keep, but it was relentless. You can't even, you need a whole team of people, and
yeah.
like a huge one. Like it's a whole job.
Do you guys do you guys have any more questions for her on this this situation? Or do you have anything that you want to say to her?
For everybody in the
Uh,
box, it was nice to meet you. I don't know any of you, but
yeah.
I,
Same here. I respect you for coming up and speaking
Yeah.
your truth and owning up and taking accountability as well. Takes a lot of courage to do that. I understand you've been under a lot of fire and stuff.
yeah,
Um,
I have, but it was, like it was my own fault because, I chose to help, and I couldn't blame anybody but myself. I wanted it to be clear that it was me because I don't want it falling back on anybody else. Anybody else. Like, this is how it worked, and that's what I did. And I just wanted everybody to know the truth. And I've wanted everybody to know for a while, and I should have come clean sooner. However, I thought that, like I said, that there was going to be a court date and that things would kind of explain themselves, and that just hasn't happened yet. So, or I don't know if it's going to happen at all. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Well, you can't take all the blame. You want to get all the hate off of it, but to be honest with you, she causes a lot of the hate herself. She puts way too much information out.
I agree. I don't think any information.
Too much information out.
I agree. I don't think any information should be given out at all because I believe that your privacy is the utmost important when you have a family, even when you don't have a family. Is the utmost important when you have a family, even when you don't have a family. There's things that you
Absolutely.
can go on the internet, and then, like I told you, I made the mistake of sharing my grandkids' pictures, out of pride, and learned very quickly that out of pride and learned very quickly that that was a terrible idea. So it's even the most simple things. You just have to really protect yourself.
Well, any common sense person, if you're that afraid of your life, Get off the internet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest,
Yeah,
like I
that's
have
the truth.
struggled financially in my life raising my kids, and I can understand needing the money. Believe me, like I understand that better than most. But that's why after the lives where everybody was attacking things, I fell back because I'm not gonna sit and fell back because I'm not gonna sit and my
Right.
object is not to sit and argue on the internet. That is just not what I'm going to do. And to cause any issues, I felt bad enough that my daughter got cause any issues. I felt bad enough that my daughter got involved. It was like, I feel terrible because she's
Well, I
really,
mean,
in all honesty, she's a great girl who's working very hard to get, in all honesty, she's a great girl who's working very hard to get where she is. Very hard.
oh, you guys just you made some bad choices. You made some bad choices. You made some bad decisions, and I mean, we can all agree on that. And it is what it is. It's done and over with on that level. Um, the one, I guess what I would say is that like what you're saying is that you love your family more than you would put your family before you would put attention from strangers, and especially 90% of that attention being negative before the safety of your child, your
My
mother.
family was my whole life,
Yes.
and there's nothing
Okay.
that I would never allow. Um, that is why when this happened, I said, do not discuss. And no offense, Monique, like I knew you were a mod, and she asked me, can I tell my mods? And I said, Gabby, no, because I don't need people coming after my daughter and my family. Like I'm not helping you so that then I can be in the same situation, which is why I asked for no information to be given. It wasn't
But you
because
ended up
I'm sorry, what was
you
that?
end you ended up in the same situation though.
Absolutely, I did. And I was not happy when it happened at all. At all. And anybody who knows me knows I have no problem speaking my mind when something happens that I don't like. I have a mouth, trust me. And it was
Um,
trash, but I was very hurt that the information, whether
Okay,
accidental or not, was leaked to anybody.
okay, but so the reason that whole information was leaked was because us mods knew already. Okay, we already knew. We were just wanting her to own up to it and tell us the truth. That's all we wanted, was just the truth.
And I
So
understand.
after, right, I mean, how are you going to sit there and mod and block people with a good conscience, knowing that if these people are coming in and saying the truth, like that's just wrong. It's just wrong. If they are coming in and saying things of truth, and it's not even in a hateful manner, I'm not going to sit there and block somebody that actually is speaking truth, And so that's all we wanted to know was just the truth. And
I
so, did
I
she
just
come to
asked
you
for
and say, "Hey, my mods know"? My mods know. Did she come to you right after that and say, "Hey, can I
guys
tell
were
them the truth"?
you guys were asking questions and could she share it with you? And I said no. Asking questions and could she share it with you? And I said no. You cannot share the information with anybody because then you are putting myself in a compromising position as well as share it with you. And I said no.
there. I've learned that. I've learned that
Well, it turned
because
out very badly. That's all I will say.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
it
want
was
to say
nothing
that
against
I
you guys. It turned
because
out very badly. That's all I will say.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
it was
want to say
nothing
that
against you guys, Monique, or any of the mods. I was very friendly with all of you from the beginning. I didn't intend for there to be any animosity between us. And it wasn't that I didn't personally trust you or personally trust Angela. It was that I was protecting my own family, which I'm
no, I
sure
was
all
long gone. I was long gone
No,
when
and
this
that's
shit went
fine.
down.
That's fine. I just needed to know the truth because I don't stand by shit like that. You know what I mean? I just would have said, "Okay, I know the truth respectfully. Now I'm walking away." You know what I mean? Like
I get that.
And I walked away anyways. It doesn't matter because I already knew the truth and I knew she was lying. So it didn't matter. But for her, I just needed her to own up to it. So, and that just proved to me she doesn't give a shit about anybody. Because you're not going to sit there and make me look bad and do this shit, not tell me the truth. You're going to lie to me when I already know. I already knew immediately. Trust me, I have my resources.
I'm
I already
sure.
knew immediately.
I'm sure.
And
And I just, I just want it to be clear that it was because of me that the truth was not being told to anybody else because I said, I'm not helping you if you're going to throw me under the bus and watch the wheels spin. That's just, who would? Would you help somebody if they're going to turn around and blame you and
Well,
cause you?
she didn't have to say who it was. She just
Right.
had to say whether she had knowledge if they were fake or if they were valid. That's
Right.
it. We weren't
Yeah,
asking her who did
I would
it.
know the
We
conversations.
wanted to we're wanting from her. Just tell us, are these valid or are they not? That's all we wanted to know. We already knew. We just wanted to hear her say it.
I understand.
My question is too is how long does she plan on playing this out?
Well, I don't know if she's taking legal action or what. I, that's,
Well, we know she's not taking legal action because how is she affording an attorney?
I don't know the answers to those questions. After the cease and desist, it's not me that has to take the legal action. I can't. It's not, because it's not happening to me. So all
Well,
I'm
that's the
saying is
thing.
whatever happens from that point is,
Right.
you
But
know,
you do realize she never took legitimate legal action until those went out and everything was brought to light that they were fake and all of that. She never took legal action until that point.
I mean, I knew that she was going to, well, she went to court with Find Out, right? I know it got thrown out or whatever, but
Many times.
I didn't know, but I knew about the one time because it
Yeah.
happened when I was there, like I was going into her lives at the time. But,
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of legal action she had prior to me, or I don't know the answers to that. But I do know that she wants it to stop. I don't blame her for wanting it to. I would want it to stop. I wanted it to stop for myself. Like, when you're being drugged through the internet streets, it's not a great feeling.
We know the feeling, sweetheart. We've been where you've
Yeah.
been. And
Yeah.
that's how everybody starts
That's why
feeling bad
Yep.
and wanting to help. And then, but you start to,
I mean, so I originally reached out to Patriot because of this, and uh,
and just so you know,
but I,
I never, like, I answered her because everybody has been. I mentioned to one person on TikTok what happened because honestly, I
mhm.
was very, like, I don't want to let anybody know anything. Like,
I mean, it's up to you if you want to.
no,
That's what
I'm
I was kind of
saying
getting
that
to.
prior, like, I don't put my information or any what's going on in my life out there because it scares me, because I know I'm old enough to know what's going on and what people are capable of. And that's why I told one person, and then people kindly like Angela, you reached out to me. Multiple people reached out to me and apologized for what was going on with me and said they were so sorry and they, wish they could help. And it was very kind for any of you to think of me. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate you reaching out to me because I could always
Do
use prayers, always.
Do you want to share what's going on? Do you feel comfortable sharing what's going on, what happened, or it's completely up to you?
Sure. So I rent a house and with my son because I moved in with him because he needed help with my grandson. He was going through a situation where him and his mother of his child were separating and he needed some help with daycare. And so on December 6th, I was sitting in my house and a garbage truck was parked in front of my house and caught fire. And The driver of the truck attempted to put the fire out, but was unable, and it was run by propane gas tanks, and it exploded. And it damaged my house to the point that it's unlivable. And we've been in a hotel since December 6th. Hotel since December 6th. It took out my grandson's bedroom wall. It knocked parts of the roof off, the siding of our house. It drove the drywall screws clear through the ceiling and out of the drywall, which is basically, and cracked all of the walls and the crown molding, and my dishes flew out of my cabinets, and all the pictures on the walls flew off and broke, and the fire detectors on the ceilings blew off, and cabinet doors flew open. My glasses flew off my head, windows shattered. It was a massive explosion. If you even Google it, there's a million videos that you can see. But we are displaced, and now we're stuck in the middle of everybody deciding who's going to take accountability for that, because the landlord says it's not his fault or his responsibility to place us anywhere, and we're all stuck in a loop of nobody wanting to help us, basically, right now. So they put us in a hotel. We spoken to attorneys about it, but then we have to leave our hotel tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, and we have nowhere to go. My children, they have homes, but they don't have homes that are equipped to take in 5 people. So we're just in a very bad situation right now. And that's why I've been very quiet, and I haven't been going in anyone's lives, really. I've been sitting and trying to figure out what we're going to do. And we were injured. I have PTSD from a car accident I had 4 years ago. I had an accident August 20th. It'll be 5 years in August. That left me disabled. And I had PTSD from that, and now it's even worse. I'm not sleeping. I'm having just chronic panic attacks. I injured my knee because I jumped up, and I'm not supposed to walk without a walker with a seat. And so I tore something in my knee, and I can't hear very well out of my left ear. It's like my ear is underwater or something. I don't know. And my son has been staying with his sister because he's scared to death to even be in a hotel. He needs to be surrounded by people because he's autistic, and he's just completely mortified by the whole situation. And that's kind of what's been going on with me. A sequence of unfortunate events.
Right. I know. And I'm sorry that your family is going through that, regardless of what anybody thinks, or regardless of the past, or what all this mess that's going on with those letters and all that stuff, all of it. I'm truly sorry that your family is going through this.
I really appreciate that. You could just keep us in your prayers.
Yeah, I just want to, apologize too for what you're going through. Nobody deserves that.
Thank you.
So sorry. We're praying for you, and hopefully you get it all settled.
Yeah, I just, someone is accountable for putting us somewhere, but the fact is that it looks like it's going to have to turn into a legal matter, which doesn't help us currently. You know what I mean? That's the issue. Like, being displaced during the holidays is bad enough, but at least if we had a place to stay, we'd feel better about it. So just pray that they work it out, and that
They already knew this and stuff, and I know everybody really kind of did. They figured out this stuff on their own. People are smart. It wasn't. It could have been all done differently. It could have been done the right way and stuff. But it is good. It is good that that you came and told the truth, and let people know that what they were thinking was true. I can hear it in your voice that you're still kind of, I'm not here to change your mind about Gabby or anything. That's just something that you're going to have to you're just gonna have to
I'm just
whatever. That's on you. Yeah. I mean, I'm not
you
like
know,
I know how it is. You don't we don't listen to what strangers tell us or whatever. But the point of this live was to for you to come out and tell the truth about the situation and because there are some things that are being unfairly there are people that are being accused of stuff that they didn't do and as far as I know, they didn't do it because I've never seen any proof, and I know what that feels like.
yes,
Regardless of what you think of those people or anything, it doesn't matter. There are things that are being done that are not right, and you need to distance yourself from that,
right
and no
now,
longer have any
right
part of
now,
that.
and in the foreseeable future, my concern is myself and my children and my grandchildren
And
because
that it's how it should be.
that's what matters to me. I have to worry about myself and what's happening with and not even I don't even care about me, but my grandson, my son, my children, all of them. That's the most important thing to me is taking care of them. That's all. I don't wish bad on anybody at all in this world. I really don't. I'm just not that person. I wish everybody to be happy, healthy, and live their best lives. But I have to focus on me and my family, and that's all I can do
Right.
because
It,
nobody else is going to do it for me. That's for sure. So I have to focus on that, and it's a lot. And I'm barely able to even focus on that myself right now, considering I'm just very shaken up still. And
yeah.
so I don't need any distractions from any other sources that are going to make things harder. That's all. And I
Okay.
appreciate
Well,
you giving me
go ahead.
a place to talk, and I appreciate all you ladies praying for me. I really, really do. And I
You understand people are going to have their opinions and stuff and that's there are people that are dealing with the court and stuff like that and like I feel like it would be right to be understanding about that too
of
regardless
course.
of what you know because I know what it's like to be accused of stuff on a platform that I didn't do and not being able to I mean, I guess I just know what it's like to have somebody saying things about you that you didn't do, and with all these people listening, and it's not right. So I thank you for telling the truth. I mean, we all pretty much, like I told you before earlier, we all pretty much knew. People are smart; they can figure things out. Gabby has a history, and but I'm just glad that you did come out and get it off your chest, and you know, I don't know. Hopefully, move forward. And I
You know,
kept up. I told you, I wasn't, I kept up my end of the deal on this,
you
and
did,
I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for it, and that's okay.
and I'm
That's
sorry because
okay.
I don't want you to get any heat for it. I
Uh,
don't want
it's
anybody
okay.
to get any heat for it. I just wanted to speak and let everybody know and be accountable as I can be
Hmm.
and apologize. And that's all I can do. I I don't know what more I can do.
No, there's really nothing more you can do. I mean, we learn from our mistakes. You know, uh, when you take accountability for something that you did wrong, and just the main thing is not repeating it.
Right.
Um, you just got to learn. There's a whole lot. I mean, I learned a whole lot with this whole situation, with my own situation with her, and in general. So, I mean, that's the best that you can do.
I
That's
just
all
know
you can do.
from this point forward, I stay in my own lane and
That, yeah,
focus on myself and my family, and that's where I will remain because that's the way it should be. I should not be involved in any way with.
right. Well, I already know what's coming, so I don't know if you have anything else to say. Go ahead. Um, but I guess other than that, well, I'll probably just have you drop so I can deal with whatever's coming. I guess other than that, well, I'll probably just have you drop so I can deal with whatever's coming.
Sorry, Angela. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
I really hope.
It's okay.
I just hope that everybody doesn't. I don't want anybody to give you or anybody that's on the panel right now a hard time because it's not your fault.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Well, it's okay. Just it's fine. I promise. But like I said, thank you, and I'm glad you did. I don't really care what anybody else says on that end. I'm glad that you, because I think it is important. Everybody wanted the truth about that, even though they knew. But you're telling the truth. You're
Yes.
telling you're.
Uh-oh.
I do have a last statement to you, Patriot. I just, before you leave, and I know you're taking accountability, but I just want to make sure that you understand and comprehend the amount of damage it caused. And I'm talking between relationships with people, each family's home that
Mhm.
this caused disruption in. And I'm talking numerous, numerous. And I don't know if you've wrapped your head around that, how many people were affected personally by this. It's not just, I know you didn't mean to hurt anybody, but I just want to leave with the fact that it's not just one person, two people, it is numerous, numerous relationships, numerous homes, numerous people with families, kids, everything that by doing all of that affected. And
I
that's
do
that's
realize
that by doing all of that affected. And
I do
that's
realize
just
that.
the last thing I want to say.
And again, I apologize. And I definitely didn't mean for anyone's families to be affected. I simply wanted her to be able to feel safe. And that's why I did what I did. And apparently, I made a big mistake. And I do apologize. And I never want for anyone's family to be affected or hurt. I don't want anyone to be hurt. That's not at all what I want. It's really anyone to be hurt. That's not at all what I want. It's really not, Monique, believe me. I am not here to hurt a single soul. If I was that kind of person, I wouldn't have tried to help people. Like, it's just not who I am. And I definitely didn't want anybody to be affected negatively. And I definitely didn't want anyone's relationships to be affected. So I apologize. I've been thinking
Okay.
Okay.
night for
I
days.
appreciate that.
All right. Dropper. I'll talk to you later, Patriot or Jen. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks, Angela.
All right.
Bye, bye.
We are praying for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Bye, bye.
We are praying for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh boy. Well,
Well,
I guess we proceed. Turn the comments on and people start letting people up. I think what we should probably restart.
You want to
Okay.
restart?
Yeah. Yeah.
Long lost couples got my wine, got my popcorn.
Okay. Let's restart. Okay.
Okay.
Monique.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. um. Everybody's got big opinions. I understand. I understand, and so we'll just I'll start letting people up in the box go. Trash. You can go ahead and do that, and but don't. If you're going to be disrespectful to me or anyone up here, you're
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna stand for no fucking bullshit. Right?
so. I mean, but I
I'm
do want to
not.
hear what people have to say. You know,
Mm.
if they want to, that's up to them.
Um, can those of us that have been okay, yeah, Waffles is here. Okay, I was gonna say, can those of us that was actually affected by this please speak speak first. First of all, there was not very much truth in any of that. Everybody's heard the call that I recorded with Patriot's daughter, right? But Patriot sat here and said, oh, she didn't impersonate or claimed she worked for this other attorney. Yes, she did.
No,
In that
Angela did.
call,
Angela called her out on that and said everything's going to
wonder
be not
why.
the truth. That
Wonder
this
why,
person
Monique. Wonder
wonder
why.
why what? You should be thanking us for letting the
You
truth
just
come out
allowed
so
Danny,
everybody
you just
knows.
allowed Danny to have a voice up here before us.
That's
Who
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That kind
the
of
fuck
shitty?
are you
Who
people
the
to
fuck
me?
are you,
Who
Oh
the
my
bitch?
fuck
God.
are
Wow.
you?
Where's my
Somebody mute
$100, you
everybody.
cunt?
Mute everybody.
See, that's the misinformation. I hear what you bitches say about me. I didn't
All
give
right,
Danny no
Monique.
goddamn money. Keep
Monique.
spreading your fucking truth, like what you think is of truth. Laugh all you want.
Excuse me,
Laugh all the
Monique?
fuck you want, Brown.
Okay, mute everybody. Mute everybody. Mute
Excuse
everybody.
me 1 second. I
No,
just
you
want to
sat
say
there and
something.
said I gave Danny money. I didn't give fucking Danny no money. You just
Monique.
spread misinformation all the
Monique.
fucking
Okay. I'm
time.
glad this is about Monique. She's the victim.
Listen, everybody
Whatever. And
just
so are
mute.
you, Brownie. You're the victim,
Everybody
but
just
you sit
mute or
up
I'm
there and
ending the live.
trash
I'm ending the
people.
live.
You're
Mute
welcome,
everybody.
bitch. Fuck you.
You go,
Fuck
Brownie.
all
You
of
can
you.
go. Drop her.
Fuck
Whatever.
all of you.
Whatever. That's real productive. That's real productive. That's fine.
All of you.
Okay. Go ahead, find
I
out.
just want to say one thing very respectfully, please.
That's real productive. Go ahead.
Um,
Go ahead, find out.
I just want to say very respectfully, please. Whenever we were talking about, or when you guys were talking about that the C&Ds didn't go, Gabby hadn't filed anything until after the C&Ds went out. She did file in August in Indiana against me. We went to court in September, and she was denied in September in the state of Indiana. So Gabby had already filed in August 21st to be
Okay.
exact. So Gabby already knew
Yeah.
that I have never been in her box. I've never requested her box. I don't go in Gabby's chat and make shitty comments. I only speak about her lies on my own platform.
Okay.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that's,
I made it. You know,
you
I
did
just
great.
let
I
her talk. I
appreciate
just let her talk. I don't. You know, I don't see what I did wrong here. I really don't. I mean, I just let her talk
it.
and
I don't, I think you did okay. I just wanted to, that's all I wanted to say. Gabby filed in August.
okay.
She knew when she sent out the C&Ds that she didn't ever have a case against me. She keeps repeatedly filing on me.
And we know that.
And,
We know that.
and it's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't get that.
I mean,
She knows I did.
do you guys understand that what I said was there's no evidence of these things of you guys doing this stuff.
Yeah, I was listening and yep.
And I
But that's the
stand
only
for
thing I
that.
wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But we do come in a little hot because me and Brownie and our real lives are being affected daily.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard to control emotions.
Well, I understand that. And here's the thing, like it doesn't feel good when I'm scrolling lives and I go in and people are talking shit about me. You know what I mean? I understand that. I didn't do this for them, you
I
know, in a
know.
sense. I did it for the truth to like everybody deserves to hear
Old bitch. But I tell the truth. I do not dig for her personal information. I haven't been on Facebook since 2021, 2022. I don't contact her family. I have an opinion on my platform
No,
about
I
what
didn't
Gab contact her family. I have an opinion on my platform
no,
about
I
what
didn't
Gab, I just want everybody to know that.
Yeah,
I'm not
here's the
what,
thing. Like we don't all have to fight. Why are we fighting with each other? With each other. Why? Everybody figured out.
I'm not
Here's the
what,
thing. Like we don't all have to fight. Why are we fighting with each other? Why? Everybody figured this shit out because you're smart. You guys know what's going on, but no one ever actually came out and said yes. Like yes, she came out and said yes, whatever the truth that she admitted to. Like, why are we fighting with each other? It doesn't make
right?
any sense. I don't owe anybody anything. This is my live. I had the guest on here. I had an agreement with her, each other. It doesn't make
Right.
any sense. I don't owe anybody anything. This is my live. I had the
Right.
guest on here. I had an agreement with her and I kept my word, just like I would do for any of you.
The other girls have a problem with you at all, and
Yeah, they do apparently. I think
I
they
think
do, and I don't get it.
they're just heated right now, and you know,
Damn, we
it's
should all
hard.
be together.
I
I'm
agree.
sorry.
All
I
this
know,
time,
and Monique, I know she's heated and I get it. So we said we weren't going to do this, so let's not do it. Let's not do that, okay? If we're going to talk, we're going to talk to each other,
and
okay?
and let,
And
and
that's
Brownie is
everybody that's
trying
up
to be
here.
respectful. It's hard to keep emotions in check because
Yeah, go
I'm the
ahead.
same.
Go ahead, Trash.
It sounds like, when I'm trying to be respectful, sometimes I come across as not being that way, but when you're emotional, it's hard
Okay,
to.
I can sit here and remain civil. I
Well,
don't want
let's
to hear
do it then. Let's do
okay,
it. Can
I
we all
was
agree to do that?
Angela.
Say
Hey,
what you need to
Brownie, I'm
say.
going
I
to tell
am.
you what made me
Oh my
mad is
god.
how you come up and you initially just right off the bat acting like nothing in here was of truth. It
But she
literally
did lie
puts.
about a lot of it.
Well,
She did.
okay.
Okay, but your general first statement was like none of this was of truth. And
No,
that's what
I said
pisses
a
me.
lot of it wasn't the truth, is what I
Oh,
said.
okay. Instead of saying and coming up in a manner of like you, she admitted to a lot of things. You immediately go to, we already know what's the truth and what's not. We already
Okay,
know
here's one
that what
question
she
you
was saying,
asked. You
what
said,
she was
how
lying
did you
about.
get their addresses? Okay,
Yeah,
she said she confirmed addresses. Okay, how did she confirm my address when she didn't even know my name?
I know. I know.
No, did
No,
wait?
and
No,
you
she
didn't even question it. That's why I wanted a box. I had questions.
I
No,
and
but
we
we
asked
let
will.
It's
her.
Danny up
my
here.
real life. Is it
I
your real
asked
life?
her. I
Is it
asked
Okay,
her,
your real life?
Waffles.
Is it
listen.
your deceased grandmother?
She she
Well,
Did you
asked
know this?
her.
I
Guess
did. I
what?
brought that
This
up.
week, guess what happened this week to me? She filed on my real name. Did you
Oh
know
my God.
that? Don't you think I got questions?
But
Yes.
okay, okay.
Did all
Mute
your
everybody.
questions get answered?
Okay,
Are
I'm
can
you
you
glad
gonna
they
stop
sleep
did.
for a
good
minute?
tonight? Are you?
Okay,
Waffles,
let
waffles.
Waffle.
Listen,
Mute everybody. Mute
we
everybody
did
again.
ask her. It was
Everybody.
lagging. It was lagging. You guys
Okay,
might have not have heard, but we did
right.
ask her that, and she answered.
So
But it
we
was
look
Did you?
stupid fighting. You guys, we look so
No
stupid
shit. I
fighting
did
with
come
each
up here
other.
civilly.
God.
I
I
came
hate
up here
okay.
that.
civilly
My
with,
bad.
oh
I'm
my
a little
god.
heated because I
And
did
so,
hear what you said about me, and even before coming up here. Okay, I'm a
Mm.
little heated
Yeah.
because
You
you
know,
know what you
Monique,
said.
can I just say one thing real quick? I was a little heated when you were in your friend Kim's box spreading bullshit about us too. So I guess the feelings are mutual, but I'm over it, okay? She did lie. And what mother would subject their child to this to defend Gabby? Like, seriously. And I don't think she realizes this isn't in any of our control. This has all been handed over. And people can think that we're blowing smoke. We're not. It's too late to take accountability for the people of TikTok, okay? She better be getting her ducks in a row for when the big boys come because,
is it lagging
I
for
mean,
everybody? I
No.
can't even read the comments because do I need to restart? All right, let's restart. I don't know what else to do.
I don't think it's
It's
needing
it's
to
not
restart.
It's
lagging.
not
It's
lagging.
No,
no,
a
it's
lot of
not
people are saying it.
lagging.
I got people texting me saying it. I thought I
I
turned
have
what
people that say that to me too, and some.
no, I wonder do what if I should I just turn I don't have my Wi-Fi on. I already turned that off. Should I just put it in whatever, airplane, do not disturb or something?
I am not tech savvy in the
I don't
slightest,
know.
so I
Okay, I'm
don't
gonna
know.
restart or it's fine.
I
God,
think
you
it's
guys.
fine. It's gonna do it either way because when you were live, they kept doing it.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think it
that's what I
matters.
think. I'm going to speak on this. Waffles, I understand what you're saying. Maybe it was lagging and you didn't hear me say that do you understand that that was addressed to her deceased grandmother? I did say that. I did say that there's been no proof of you guys doing the things that you're being accused of. I want you to
Yes, I
stop
did
coming
hear
at
you
me.
say that, Angela. But my thing is, she sat there and said she confirmed addresses. Then it was asked, did you know it wasn't even her name? My
Hmm.
thing is, how did she confirm my address if she didn't even have my legit name?
I understand. I understand. Here's the thing, you guys. I I don't
Well,
have
she
answers for all
no,
this stuff, and
technically she did have your real name because when you're a witness for
How,
somebody,
Danny? How?
the other side gets that.
Wait,
So,
wait. Danny's in the comments saying she knows how. How?
well, then let her up. Let her up and
Jessica
say it.
Hessler. We already know. We already know.
Also, yes, I
Honestly.
was a witness for Find Out, and I stated and spelled my full name, and she listened to it, and she
Yeah.
still addressed it.
Right. Well, we all know that Gabby's not the brightest tool in the shed, right? So, but when you go to court and you've got witnesses on the opposing side, you get sent all that information. So
Yeah.
she probably had it the whole damn time. She's just a screw loose sometimes, you know? So
Yeah, but
Danny, I think
Patriot
so.
lied about a lot of things. She kept like what happened to her is absolutely horrible.
It is
Absolutely.
horrible.
yeah.
It
But
is.
I feel like she was playing the sympathy card, thinking that
I'm not
people would.
gonna. No. Listen, I'm the one. That's why I reached out to her. I didn't get. I reached out to her because that was horrible. What happened? They were in the house when that happened. It would happen to anybody. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's somebody I don't like. I reached out to her and I was just like, "Are you okay?" You know, like that. It was genuine concern. It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
We started talking. It got to this, and I agreed. I gave her a spot where she wanted to come clean. All I can go by is what she's saying, right?
No, I know, but I do.
That's
I
all
feel
I
like
can
she
do.
was
I'm not.
trying to use
Nobody's
that
up
as a.
here saying. Nobody's up here saying that everything she said is the truth. We don't know. She's saying what she's saying. That's her truth, right? She said
Yeah,
it.
but she
And then
did play the
also,
sympathy card.
no,
And like
she
I
didn't
said,
play the sympathy card because
oh
I'm the
God.
one that asked her if she wanted to
I
share what
get
happened to
that.
her.
I get that. But she sat up here. Not. I'm not just saying like for that though. She sat up here and cried about other things. Like
Right, right.
that's what I mean. She's pulling the sympathy card.
Well, I think she's still, honestly, I think she just still really has a soft spot for Gabby. And I
Well,
mean,
she's
that's
an idiot.
clear. That's clear, So, like, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince somebody to not be friends or not, I'm not doing that. I'm an adult. She's an adult. Like, I
She
did,
still defends Gabby, and you want to know
well,
why? Because she knows when Gabby goes down, she's dragging them all with her.
and maybe so, maybe
No,
so.
absolutely.
But I, maybe
No,
so.
absolutely.
But I said that people deserve, what I said to her was people deserve to hear the truth.
And
And
but here's the thing: she sat here and apologized to all of you. What about us?
that's up to you guys to talk to each other. I can't make her
I
talk to
have
me.
nothing
Well,
to say to her.
Yeah.
that's why
Well,
But
I
then what's
said
the point?
that's why I said what I said. It's not just us. There's numerous
Yeah.
people out there. I
Right.
can't name everybody, but I said
Tap
you've
the screen, guys.
affected a lot of homes, families, moms with kids. Like, that was in reference to all of you guys, to all of us, like everything,
Yeah.
relationships, everything. Like
Right.
I just wanted her to grasp the concept of how many people it affected. She thought she was trying to protect one mother and one child, and
Right.
she disrupted numerous homes by doing what they
what,
did.
Danny? What are you talking about?
Somebody let Danny up so she can talk to Brownie, I guess.
Danny,
If
if we let you up here, you can
if
compose
you
yourself. Don't be like me and go off the wall.
right, because we're not doing that. We're grown
Yeah,
women. We
no,
need to
that
just
was
talk to
wrong
each
of
other.
me, but I was just, I have my moments too. I'm not perfect.
Everybody has their moments, I get that. But we're just not doing that.
She's not
Nobody.
even in the box.
I thought
She's
she
not even
requested. Did
requesting.
they probably denied it. We're gonna open boxes. She's right there. I put accept.
I just have a couple more things to say
Okay.
before other people come. Like, I don't care if Danny comes up, but I do have some. I don't know how you still are defending her. Like, I hope as a mother you sit and realize what you did was wrong. You.
I understand that you guys like. What I encourage you to do is if you want to talk to her, like,
No, I'm good.
okay, so then I don't understand what we're doing. Then I'm not trying to be rude, but if you don't want to talk to her, but you're saying something to her right now,
Yeah, because I
like,
know she's listening, but I have no
but
respect for
you just
her.
want to say what you want to say, and you don't want to, so you don't want to have a conversation with her, basically.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't have anything to say to her personally. I can't sit and listen to the excuses. Like, I can't. Like, I feel bad for Gabby, and you guys should understand that. Like,
No, we
truly.
do. We do.
Okay,
Believe
but you're
me.
sitting here kind of getting rude with me for speaking my feelings. Like,
No, we do
No,
understand.
that Brownie, I already said I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not even. I was
I have
talking to
my moments
Angela in
too.
that
Well,
moment.
the thing is,
Oh,
because I didn't want it to be like this, I am embarrassed when grown women just sit here and argue with each other when you're all literally, it's all should stand together for the same thing.
I cannot
Sorry about
stand with somebody who helps someone try to
that.
do what she did. I can't. I can't.
Nobody,
Had Patriot not had
I'm
her
not
hand in
talking about
that,
Patriot. I'm not talking about Patriot.
No,
I'm talking
I
about
know, but
us.
I'm just saying.
We didn't do anything to you. I held the
Did I say
live.
you did?
No,
Did
but
I say
I'm
you did?
making it clear. I did my best. I did my best up here. I made it clear how I felt about those things.
I
I
know,
don't.
but honestly, like, do you not feel like we deserved to
Then you.
speak to her
Yes,
before Danny?
But I
absolutely. But
do.
the
But that
only
wasn't.
way,
Her before
yes,
Danny?
But I
absolutely. But
do.
the
But that
only
wasn't.
way she would come up is if
Yep.
that, like, if she just, nobody was up here in the boxes.
I held up
That,
my deal with her, and I don't. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm
trust
not
Because
me,
sorry.
she,
trust me. I said that, okay? It's not something that wasn't discussed. It was
Right.
just an absolute no-no. So we
Right.
did what we could with what we had.
Yeah. So I mean, if I had an agreement with you about something, and I didn't hold up my end on it, then, what is it like? That's just not how I am. I had an agreement with her. I held my end up, and that's that. I am. I had an agreement with her. I held my end up, and that's that. Yes, I do understand. But you guys have your lives. You hold your lives. You talk about it. People know about it. So it's not like you guys don't have a voice. I know that you want to talk. That's what I'm saying. You're saying, well, about people know about it. So it's not like you guys don't have a voice. I know that you want to talk. That's what I'm saying. You're saying, well, shouldn't we have had a chance? Well, I'm sitting here saying, like, go talk to her. But then you're saying you don't want to talk to her, which I get that too. But I feel like this is counterproductive in that sense. It doesn't,
to
okay,
it all
I
up
don't, then
here,
I don't understand what
honestly.
we're doing. And I mean, I
You,
don't. You guys have your
you held the
lives. You
lie
talk about
for all of
everything.
this.
What?
You held the lie for all of
Yeah, I
this,
did.
though. For all of
Everything.
this.
What?
You held the lie for all of
Yeah, I
this,
did.
though.
Absolutely, I did.
Why are you being like this towards me?
Brownie,
Why? No, seriously,
I
this
love
is
it. I
bullshit.
love it.
This is
I love
bullshit. I hope
because
you got
Well,
everything you
Brownie,
fucking
because
wanted
you're
out of
kind of
this.
acting
Bye.
like we did something wrong.
I don't understand what she wants. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. What is it you want? You wanted me to let you up. I had an agreement. I stuck by that. I'm not going to apologize for that. You want to come up here and say what you want to say, but you don't want to talk to her. I don't get it. That's
No,
all.
they
I understand
they
how they
expect
feel.
us just like she said when she was on live that
Oh, it's frustrating.
I'm being disrespectful because I didn't let her know about this ahead of time. What the fuck do I owe her? What the
Okay,
fuck do I owe her? I
All
have
right.
tried having
We're
a
going to,
civil
I know.
conversation with her, okay? And you know what? Even when I gave her information, she turned around and told me, that's fucking bullshit. That ain't of truth.
You guys,
And boom,
you guys
turns
have
around
to
to be of
understand
truth.
that
Like,
we've been dragged that like they're acting like they've been so nice about us. They've talked shit about us. We've let that go. Like it's hard. I want to I'm trying my best. I'm just not doing very
literally
well.
talking shit
I'm just
about
not
me
doing very
less
well
than
at this point.
5 hours ago, and you want me to like act like we can be bestie? Like, come on.
Danny, I don't know why you're muted.
okay, so
Damn.
you know what? This might have been my fault to say, to let Danny up in the box when Patriot, but I felt that as Gabby's sister, she had a right to be in the box.
Well, I
So
asked Patriot if it was okay if Danny. I asked her if it was okay, and she said yes. So I mean that's how that went. I absolutely know she wasn't going to talk to. I mean they can say whatever, but I absolutely know Patriot was not going to talk to Brownie or Waffles. Like she just wasn't going to. I already
no.
know that. So I mean that's that. They had a right to be
Yeah,
here. They were
well, we
here.
were victims too. For everybody saying in that in the chat, how long did we get accused that we had partake in this? Okay,
Or being a
Right.
lies
part of
being
it and
held
all that.
about
Yeah.
us, that we knew about this. We sat complicit. Okay, so this clears us as well. We had no part. You heard her say which that Gabby. She told Gabby not to tell us anything, even when we confronted her about it. So I don't want to hear about the victim shit. Okay, I understand they're the ones that received the phony shit, but it affected a lot of people, not just them. And they need to open up their eyes and fucking realize that. It's not all about just them.
It doesn't matter that we didn't get a C and D. That has nothing to do with it. Our names were dragged through the mud too. Period.
Okay, Danny, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, I'm here. I'm just sitting back, just listening.
They hold you guys don't argue with the chat because the thing is they have their lives, they have their platform, they go live all the time. I knew no matter
No,
what.
it's not a wee bit different. You see how easy it was to approach a lady with kindness and decency
Yeah.
to get her up here. They could do the same damn thing, but that's not how they approach
Well, I
people.
don't think they want to talk to her. I think they don't want to. I'm confused. I don't know what they want, but
Then why be so mad that they didn't get a chance to talk to her if that's the case?
I mean, I felt like, honestly, I felt like the stuff that I addressed and stuff was like was addressing the things that they're going through, and like you did, and like that it is wrong, and that like I felt like I did okay there, you know. I don't know.
Exactly. It's not okay to play victim against victims. Like it's just not. It's not.
I don't know what it is, but it's okay. We can move on. Okay, Danny, and then we're gonna let some other people up too.
Yes, thank you, Ashley. I did. And I held back a lot out of respect and due to the agreement.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Trust
stuff
me,
that wasn't
I
said.
had to stay mute for a
Yeah,
lot of things,
yeah.
okay? But
There
I
was an
couldn't.
agreement made. There was an agreement made, and it was on my end. So, like, you guys, I understand that it doesn't make everybody happy, but there is no making all of you happy, no matter what. I mean, that's the truth. What happened was wrong. I mean, and then here it is. There's confirmation that the C&Ds were bullshit. That people already knew. It's the confirmation. Yeah, I'm trying. I know. I need to shut up. Go ahead, Danny. I don't
Yeah, go ahead, Danny. I'll mute.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
So, hi guys. First of all, I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I just wanted her. I know the money situation. Monique never sent me money. I just want to say that one thing. I actually quick paid her money to do some stuff, so it came out of my money, and I have my receipts for that. But Monique never gave me any money. I just want to make sure that's on the table coming out of my mouth. So Gabby told me how Brown. I go, how did you get all the information about how like waffles and brownies and find out information? Well, y'all know who Gigi is, aren't you? Well, that's who Gabby told me.
Who?
Gigi.
Who?
Wait, who's
What?
I
then?
don't know how true that is,
Oh, is
but
that
that
Jess?
was
I thought
no,
it was
not Jess. I'm talking about Gigi.
Gigi that goes in your live.
No, Gigi, the older lady that used to
Oh,
come in my box and like
yeah.
Gigi.
Okay.
Oh, that used
Yes.
to be a boss.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. That's what
I kind of feel
Gabby
like
told.
that's not true. I kind of feel like
I
that's
don't
not
know.
true.
Gabby told me Gigi is the one that found out their information.
I'm not saying Gabby didn't say it, but she's probably lying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I found that out. So I don't know how true that is. But Gabby, there's no way that Gabby would have ever found their information. She had to find somebody who was in contact or anything like that. But I don't know. That's just what I'm gonna say. So
I believe it
Okay,
was
this is
Jessica
this
as
is where
well.
I'm going to say that when you take somebody to court, okay, and there's witnesses, you have to send it to the people you're going against. You have like she had the information. She just got it messed up somehow.
Hmm. I don't know. I just know that girl needs to quit filing POs for people talking about her. All right, who do I let up? Oh, I'm just gonna go from the top. Let's start. The mods that are in here. Can you just start letting people up and then dropping them if you need to? Yeah, she probably is, Terry. Happy Friday the 13th. Lordy, lordy.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, do these people know they're up here? Margot, you know you're up here.
If they don't answer, just drop them.
Stellar Pal, you know you're up here. Terry, you
I'm
know
up
you're up
here.
here. Stevie Ann,
Maybe give it a minute to load or
I
whatever.
hear a toilet. Stevie Ann, do you know you're up here? Oh, okay, drop her. She don't know.
I'm up here, Cider Pal.
Terry, do you know you're up here? Okay, Terry don't know.
Okay.
Wish list, do you know you're up here?
Yeah, girl, I'm muted.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think she knows.
Did Margot say yes?
Yeah, I think
DeMargo
so.
say yes?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Margot?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
Margot?
Oh, maybe not.
That's what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying.
she
I
said
heard a
drop her
toilet
off.
earlier. You don't know these people on the
Margaret
pooper
wants her up
scooper,
here.
and they don't even know they're up here.
I know. It's so easy to.
The
Margaret
pooper
wants her up
scooper,
here.
and they don't even know they're up here.
I know. It's so easy to request it. I guess. All right. If you have something to say or you whatever, just to request a box, we'll let you up. The wish list.
I wanted to even, and I'll say this on behalf of Brownie and Waff too, because I know that they genuinely do mean it. I appreciate you guys for having this tonight and for putting the truth out there. It did.
Are you there?
From a
I don't know if she cut
neutral.
off.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. I don't know. I think you cut off a little bit.
Okay. I appreciate you guys doing this. I think it did need to happen, and I think it needed to happen through a neutral party because there are a lot. You guys have to understand that there are a lot of emotions involved with our girls because their lives have been affected for months now. So, and sometimes that emotion comes out on the wrong people at the wrong time. But I genuinely know that this was good and it needed to come out. And I think it was best that it didn't come out through them. And I don't think they would have gotten the answers if they would have asked directly. You said, Angela, that you had to have an agreement that the girls weren't even allowed in the box. So telling them to go try to get these answers for themselves is really contradictory. They could not have gotten these answers, and they've attempted to get these answers, but she won't talk to them.
Yeah, she would have dropped if I would have let them up. She would have
Yeah,
dropped, so that it wouldn't have mattered,
absolutely.
guys. Like it just wouldn't have mattered.
I do, and I do agree with that. So I
Yeah,
appreciate you having this, and I also just wanted to say that obviously there's emotions involved with them,
yeah,
and it does sometimes come out the wrong way. Um, I I agree. We all have the same goal, the same, the same common interest. Obviously, they probably would have done things differently because it's them.
yeah.
I think the issue is they wanted to.
Are you there?
She
You
will
cut off.
never
You cut
give
off.
them
Cut
the
off
time.
again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
I
going on.
think I think their issue is they would have wished you came to them.
Coming in
We
the
did
box.
Yeah,
not
nobody knew
know.
Patriot
And how
was,
dare
but
you call me a liar? I came up
no, do
here
you understand what
with
I'm saying?
nothing but
They knew
respect.
that
No, I came up
no, do
here
you understand what
with
I'm saying?
nothing but
They knew
respect.
that the
No, I
live
don't.
was going to occur, but I knew that everybody would see. We didn't have to tell everybody who it was going to be. You know what I mean? We didn't want
But how would
anything
we have
who it was going to be. You know what I mean? We didn't want
but how would
anything.
we have come to you with questions if we didn't even know who it was going to be, Monique? That doesn't
But
make any sense.
once you did in here, you know how many people have messaged me saying, ask her this, ask her
Yeah, I
that?
got the same thing. I just.
Once you did in here, you know how many people have messaged me saying, ask her this, ask her
Yeah, I
that?
got the same thing. I just
You,
couldn't get to it.
you
I,
could have
I did.
messaged
I
me.
did. I was trying to
No,
message
Brent, I don't have
Angela.
any messages
Oh,
I
I
from
didn't.
you.
didn't.
I did not say I messaged you. I said I messaged Angela.
I didn't.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Well, if you message me, I'm going to tell you what. I have a hard time with all this stuff. So I was trying to read what I could. Like text messages were what was coming through, but
But this live was to open the door to then, okay, the agreement was made, yes, but this was to open the door for you guys then to go talk to her after she'd be willing. She already confessed, she's sorry. Then you guys can go have the conversation of the
But do
questions
you
you guys want
understand
to
why we
ask.
don't want to? Honestly, like
you want
Okay,
me,
then
but
why
you
are
want
you
us
getting
to
mad that you
ask the
didn't
questions
get
though.
to
Then
if
see,
you
that's where
don't
I'm
because
want
confused.
to?
what I have wanted to before, yes, but after sitting up here listening to everything and how she's
Yeah.
still defending Gabby, no, I don't. That's
But
why.
I think realistically,
Yeah.
Patriot will never have a conversation with Brownie or Waffle.
Right.
She won't,
Right.
and that was clear when Angela had to like make a deal with her that those girls the door and allowed them to be able to reach out. That's just not true.
No,
That's
it's
an
you can't
incorrect
say
statement.
that it's not true because she never said that she wouldn't respond to them afterwards. She just said while she's in the box that.
Okay.
Afterwards,
So
but
afterwards,
afterwards
that
it'd be
doesn't mean
different.
I do want to
we
say
don't
something.
know. How do we know unless the attempt was
Can I
made
say
and reach
something?
out with kindness? You know what
Can
I
I
mean?
say
Just
something?
reach out. And yeah, not everything has to be approached with aggression. How do you think that we got her in here?
Momo,
Okay,
please take your
listen.
own
Can I say
advice.
something about this? I did,
Whatever.
Bernie. I did say some things to her, and I was thinking in my head, like, just I did say some things that I felt were like important. You see how I said that? Important to you guys. I mean, if you were listening, like I did.
Well, to
I
be honest, your live was lagging a lot and we didn't hear a
Okay,
lot of things. And
maybe
she
that's
did
why.
lie about a lot because I have the proof all on that call I recorded. Her daughter absolutely listed an actual attorney's law office address, listed this man's actual name. She sat up here and said that that wasn't true.
Okay.
That's a lie. And
I just want to
that's
come up here. Sorry, Brownie. I'm just coming
no,
up
go
here
Okay.
real
ahead.
fast. Monique.
No, go ahead.
Hey. Hey, girl. Has anybody ever told you to shut the
All
fuck
right,
up?
drop her. Drop her. Like enough. Just drop them all. Like enough. This isn't even worth it. This isn't even worth
No,
it.
but I'm sure plenty have told you,
I
and you
mean,
don't
I was
fucking
nothing
listen,
but
just like I don't
This
respectful
is
of
what
fucking
I'm
them.
not going
listen.
to do. We're
So,
not going to do this. We're not going to do it. I'll just end the live. Like we're not doing this.
well, then end it. We got better fucking
No,
things
but
to
you
do
know what I'm
anyways. I'm
saying.
not
Like
appeasing these fucking
Obviously not.
people.
You fucking held this
let
live,
her.
didn't you?
Just let her go. Just drop Brownie.
Okay, bye. Truth hurts,
Bye.
don't it?
Drop yourself.
Whatever,
See, why do you keep
Monique.
coming up here? You
Whatever,
keep coming up here.
Angela.
You want
Your
me to talk
fucking
to you?
dildo's calling your name.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
Pathetic. Pathetic.
Really? Are we
See,
adults?
that's why you. This is what I'm talking about. You try to give people a chance and just. I just want
Wait
to
till they get older. Maybe they'll.
each other. I felt like it was actually, kind of a good thing, and it
No,
actually.
I'm not the
You
problem.
know,
And I don't give
wait.
a shit who thinks that I am.
All right.
First of all, I get this is a public platform, okay? But, and I get the things that Gabby does are stupid and whatever, okay? But to sit on a live and hold, that's just stupid to me. Hold your own content. Talk about something. You want to talk about them? Get off live and do it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'll be aggressive all I want. When it's fucking needed, absolutely 100. I don't do shit to anybody. But I've sat back and I've watched me be talked about, this and that. But I'm not a little girl. I don't run in people's lives and be like, why are you talking about me? I don't give a fuck. But don't come up here being all aggressive when this is our fucking live, our fucking platform. So I don't give a fuck. And people need to understand that.
Well, I
Okay,
just
most
tried to.
of
I tried to
most
keep
of
it
you people
neutral.
are scared to say whatever. I'm not fucking scared. Nobody fucking changes my life by anything on this app.
Okay, and another thing, you guys in the comments are sitting here saying you guys modded for Gabby. Yeah, we did. We tried to help the girl. Obviously, it didn't work. I don't understand why everybody's making a big deal. You modded for her.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's
we
old
did.
news. That narrative's old and played out.
Yeah, every day they have to deal with it in real life. You're absolutely correct. Okay? But like I said, they're not the only people affected, but we don't sit around having our platform with videos of other people and making fun of them. Okay? Sometimes reflection in the mirror does a lot of things. Okay? Sitting there and making fun of people, the people that have never even done anything to you. What's the point of putting all those videos out of Danny and stuff? What is never even done anything to you? What's the point of putting all those videos out of Danny and stuff? What has Danny done to anybody, number one? Okay, and Gabby, yeah, she did some things, but that's after they were done to her.
I
Now,
mean,
does she put everything out there? Absolutely, 100.
I
Now,
mean,
does she put everything out there? Absolutely, 100. Okay, so you have every right to replay and do videos of her, but like literally, you're just spewing hate by doing that. I can't imagine sitting around every day just wanting to record someone so But like literally, you're just spewing hate by doing that. I can't imagine sitting around every day just wanting to record someone so, oh, I can make a video and put it on my platform about somebody else.
All right.
Like,
I mean, I
no.
don't, I don't want to argue with them. I like this turned out, I mean, the ending, obviously, I didn't want to, I don't want to argue with them. I feel, like I said, I stand by that. I feel like we all look stupid when we're arguing with each other. And so I don't want to argue with them. I wish we could just talk civilly, but it's like, it's just not going to happen, I guess. So I tried my best, and I don't feel bad about, having Patriot on here, and I don't feel bad about any of it. I understand what they're going through, and I tried my best to be like, I don't know. I just tried. I tried, but we just, I still feel like we just don't need to argue with each other, like we just don't.
Did you the room?
Well, I'm sorry. I did not mean to come up here.
Oh, it's okay.
I do. I
Oh, wait, I think she did have something to say.
Nikki, did you mean to come up here?
Yeah, I
No,
think
nobody
emotions
feels
are
bad for
high.
Gabby anymore. Nobody.
The
Nobody up
thing
here,
is,
at least.
the thing is that I don't ever disrespect any of those people. I don't ever go and say dumb shit to them in their live. Nothing. I don't do anything they wanted to say, but apparently we all can't talk. Um, it is my live, and I have people in my boxes, and I'm not going to let them be disrespected, regardless
No,
if anyone agrees with that or not.
and saying I was disrespectful because I didn't forewarn them. Yeah,
I don't know. I think what she
I
was
don't
trying to
fucking
say is
owe
that,
anybody anything.
yeah, like I think they wanted the heads up or whatever, but I'm going to say this about that. Like, they have said a lot of things about me, so I kind of don't feel like nobody's ever reached out to me to be like, okay, hey, let's, whatever, like, you don't think that way anymore or whatever, like, or like make a truce or something. So why, like, does it make any sense that I would reach out to them? No, no. I mean,
No, and when we have cordially and kindly, what did we get in return?
nothing.
It's
Like,
it
yeah.
it no, it's the disrespect. If anybody's disrespectful, okay, and want to talk about waffles, when I reached out to her to try to help her, what did she end up doing? She talked about my fucking kid. Okay, and she put the screenshot right on the screen. Did anybody say anything about the ending part when I was just trying to help her? And she's like, and don't you have a fucking autistic kid? Don't you think you should worry about who the fuck mentions kids? I didn't mention yours, bitch.
All
But
right.
no, let's put it on the screen for everybody to see. But let's not notice how she talks about my fucking kid when I'm sitting there in a conversation trying to help her. No, but nobody
Okay,
looks at that fucking shit.
hold on. Someone just asked in the comment, didn't Monique send shit to Gabby? No, she did not. Whoever is spreading that rumor needs to stop because it didn't happen.
No,
No,
I've never
it was
said
me.
shit to anybody.
It was me. Elsky, do you have anything that you
Yeah,
want
I
to say?
have a question.
Okay.
So I know like Monique's going all
You know
crazy
what,
on them or
Colleen?
whatever,
I've about
but
had your shit, Colleen. Long lost scruffles, Colleen. You can get the fuck out of here. I've had enough of your fucking
All
shit.
right. Let's
How
let.
about that?
Oh God.
Okay, Colleen. You don't think I know who the fuck you? Get the fuck out of here.
Uh, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end the live, and
Who gives a fuck if I said it,
oh,
Austin? Who gives
I
a fuck, really?
I I got a warning. I'm going. I'm ending.